Welcome to Tech-Xpo, annual showcase of SETsquared Bristol. My name is Monica Radcliffe and I'm the Centre Director here. For those attending for the first time, let me introduce who we are and what this event is all about. SETsquared Bristol is a technology incubator set up by University of Bristol to support entrepreneurial founders to grow their businesses and make an impact in the world. We provide founder-centric support to over 270 businesses over the last 19 years who have collectively raised almost £500 million. But that's enough about us, because tonight is all about you, SETsquared Bristol Ventures. In our incubator, currently, we have 85 companies, and 11 of them are here tonight to pitch their proposition to you. Listen carefully, because you are going to be the ones voting for the Best Elevator Pitch Award later on. This is our first hybrid Tech-Xpo. What it means is that we have the presenters here at Engine Shed. We have invited the ventures who will be pitching, and most of them are able to be here. Unfortunately, a couple of them will be presenting online due to personal circumstances. We have our sponsors and a couple of guest speakers here tonight as well. But you, the audience, you can enjoy the front row action from the comfort of your own home. So settle in, make sure you grab a drink or a cup of tea and enjoy this evening. So after the initial presentations that we have here, all of the audience gathered here at Engine Shed will go back to our laptops and join everyone virtually for the second half of the event, joining companies in exhibition booths as well as for networking. So we're all going to be navigating this hopping platform that our online audience is experiencing right now. So let me just explain what it's all about. Right now we're on the main stage, and on the left you can see a reception button. This is where you can see the agenda for the event, and also where you can download the brochure with information for all of the companies pitching tonight. The third button on the left is exhibition area. So after a little break, in the middle of the event, we'll go into exhibition area where you can visit the booths of all the companies that are here, as well as sponsors and our own SETsquared Bristol booth. And the last button on the left is for networking. So this final section of the event will be networking, where you can meet other people in a randomized one-to-one networking opportunity and also exchange contact details with each other. And on the right-hand side, we have the chat. Look out for the announcements about the event, but also feel free to introduce yourself and ask questions about this event. So as you can see, lots in store for you tonight. And as I mentioned, this is a showcase of SETsquared Bristol businesses. So I just wanted to highlight some of the achievements of the companies had over the last year. Despite the pandemic, our members have raised collectively £40.2 million. It's an incredible number, contributing to over 10% of the total in the Southwest. And also, more than half of our members raised fundraising, and this is the biggest number ever. Let me just highlight a couple of examples of companies that secured funding last year. Cat's Quantum Security secured £3.1 million to keep data safe from the next generation of quantum computing-enabled hackers. Bird overfunded on Cedar's crowdfunding platform, and Autonomy secured investment to expand support to vulnerable people. There are too many examples for me to mention, but I just wanted to congratulate all of you for that. Half of the companies raised funding, but it doesn't mean the other half is not doing well. There's a second half of companies that are doing equally well, growing their businesses and generating revenue and organically growing their businesses. And that growth collectively secured £32 million of revenue in the last year and led to creation of 225 new jobs just in the last year alone. So congratulations, all of you. You're doing amazingly well, and I hope this coming year will be equally successful to you. And as for us, you may remember that last year we won Europa's Hottest Accelerator of the Year, which we're extremely proud of. And this year we're shortlisted again. So with anticipation, we're looking forward to hear the results of this year's awards on Friday at the Europa's conference. So please do keep fingers crossed for us. We may win again. Who knows? And our final update is with regards to the changes in our team. After 15 years of committed work, personally supporting over 100 of companies, our entrepreneur in residence, Greville Commons, is retiring. I wanted to take this opportunity to publicly thank Grev for his hard work supporting entrepreneurs, providing a kind listening ear and practical advice over all those years to so many of you. Thank you, Grev, and we're wishing you a happy retirement. And to fill the gap after Grev, we decided to bring not just one, not two, but 3 new entrepreneurs in residence. And I am delighted to warmly welcome to our team Annalisa Wesley, Dr. Olivia Champion, and Stuart Noakes. Welcome to the team, and I look forward to working with you. So these are all my updates for you tonight. As you can see, lots has happened over the last year, lots of changes, but all positive. So we're really looking forward to the following year and seeing what successes you are going to achieve. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the event. And this event, of course, wouldn't have happened without the generous support of our sponsors. So I want to do a huge shout out and thanks to our sponsors, VWV, Corrigan Accountants, and QTech. Please join me in thanking them. And now I would like to introduce our lead sponsor, Nathan Guest, corporate partner and head of technology at VWV, to share a few words. Nathan, please.
Good evening. Thank you, Monica. We are delighted to sponsor Tech-Xpo for the 11th consecutive year and the inaugural hybrid Tech-Xpo. It's been more than 16 months since I was at the engine shed, and I don't mind admitting I was a lot slimmer last time I was here. I'm not wearing a jumper because I am cold. It's simply here to catch the buttons as they pop off the slim-fitting shirt I decided to buy in February 2020. More seriously, for many of us, the last 12 months have been the toughest of our adult lives, and the pandemic has put unbelievable pressure on individuals and businesses alike. But I'm choosing to be positive and focus and reflect on some of the more positive things that have happened in the last 12 months. According to the most recent Tech Nation report, UK tech VC investment is 3rd in the world, hitting a record high of 15 billion in 2020, notwithstanding the pandemic and the fallout from Brexit. The report also highlights that Bristol is among Europe's top 20 cities for tech investment, 3rd in the UK. And whilst this is undoubtedly fantastic news for Bristol and our wider city region, the report also highlights that investment in seed stage companies has decreased significantly as a proportion of overall tech investment in the country. It shrunk from 14% to 6% over 5 years. Now, as someone much wiser than me once said, there are 3 kinds of lies: lies, damn lies, and statistics. But there is peril here. Seed is arguably the most important phase. Without it, startups will struggle to raise to scale sufficiently to even attract later stage investment. So our region's emerging tech and life sciences companies need a greater number of investors keen on investing on our fantastic companies. To that end, one of the most significant developments in the region in the last 12 months has been the launch of Science Creates Ventures, our own Bristol-based VC fund looking to support deep tech ventures. And when you bear in mind that UK deep tech investment has grown 17% in the last year, the highest rate anywhere in the world, that can only be a great news story for our region. And a shout out, I think, also to our other investors in the region, including the members at Bristol Private Equity Club, who've also invested both new capital and also followed on with their investments. Now, when I gave my speech in June 2020, very few of us, I suspect, thought that a year on we would still be subject to so many restrictions. But during the last 12 months, SETsquared and its member companies have done an incredible job. The ventures have got their teams working effectively from home. They've pivoted or iterated business plans, looking for new opportunities. They've secured significant new customers and collaborations. Somehow they've kept things afloat. Many, as we've heard from Monica, have raised significant amounts of capital, and we are really proud to have supported quite a few of those companies. And also the SETsquared team has completely reinvented itself as a virtual incubator. It's been inspiring stuff. Looking at our own business, my team of sector specialists continue to support our tech and life sciences clients, startups and scale-ups across our Bristol, London, Watford and Birmingham offices. We've now been providing our weekly free of charge lawyer in residence service here for 12 years and at SETsquared Bath for 7. Our now entirely virtual sessions have been better attended in the last 12 months than in any previous year, which is a really positive indication of all the amazing stuff that's going on here. We remain as committed as ever to supporting the region's tech and life sciences companies. So enjoy the evening, everyone. And if I can leave you with one final and very important thought, football is coming home. Possibly. Good luck to those pitching. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Nathan, and thank you, PWV, for sponsoring this event. We are very proud to be part of University of Bristol and delighted that tonight's guest speaker, Professor Phil Taylor, is a Pro-Vice Chancellor for Research and Enterprise, will give you insights into perspectives on innovation at the university. Thanks to that connection, we're able to have access to academics and researchers to connect to our companies within the incubator and also have a pipeline of student startups and spin-outs. So delighted to welcome Phil to the stage, please.
Thank you, Monica, and thank you for outing me for the reason why I've also got my jumper on tonight. That's good. Okay, so hello everyone. It's my great pleasure to be here today and to have the opportunity to say a few words at such a fantastic event. And yeah, just to introduce myself, I'm Phil Taylor. I'm the Pro-Vice Chancellor for Research and Enterprise at the University of Bristol. I joined the university 12 months ago, so it's been a really strange time trying to get to know people and get to know the university almost exclusively online. So 10 hours of Teams meetings pretty much every day has been a pretty tough start, but I've really enjoyed it. Before I came to the University of Bristol, I was at Newcastle University, and there I was head of engineering, and I was also the academic lead for a project called the Helix, the Newcastle Helix project, which some of you might know about. And Newcastle Helix is a 24-acre city centre development in partnership with the City Council and Legal and General, and it brings together over 50 international tech and science businesses, and it provides a centre for innovation that's open. And the reason I mention that really is that gives me an opportunity to link into what I think is a really fantastic opportunity for the University of Bristol and for the city, and that is the Temple Quarter Enterprise Campus, which I think can be even bigger and better than that Helix project. In fact, I'm sure it will be. And the Temple Quarter Enterprise Campus is an ambitious home for innovation, partnerships and research, and I think it really can be a sector-leading example if we get it right, and I hope it will really change the face of Bristol, and it will certainly be a big opportunity for the University of Bristol. I mentioned Legal and General before, and so I was very pleased to hear recently this month that Legal and General have announced that they will invest 530 million in the redevelopment of Temple Island for exhibition space, homes and offices, and provide complementary space to the new campus to incubate talent and startups in the city region. So a really nice bit of continuity there with Legal and General, and I think their investment is really substantial and shows great commitment to that project. The main campus for the university on Temple Quarter is due to open in 2025, which is a little way ahead now. But before we get there, we're going to be opening facilities as part of the broader Temple Quarter Enterprise Campus. And the first of those facilities will be opened in November this year. We've already heard a little bit about Science Creates, and the university are a co-investor in Science Creates, which is this deep tech incubator, which will provide space for 15 laboratories, community lab learning, offices and events. And as I said, that will open in November this year in Bristol's Old Market. So that's really exciting. And then we've got another announcement soon after that, hot on the heels of Science Creates. In January next year, we'll be opening the doors to our Bristol Digital Futures Institute, or BDFI as we call it, and also our My World initiative. And both of these initiatives are £50 million plus initiatives with over 50 industrial partners. Bristol Digital Futures is about shaping digital futures. It's about socio-technical research, true interdisciplinarity, so bringing the disciplines together from the social sciences and from the tech sectors at inception to co-create new digital futures. And the My World initiative is a really exciting, again, interdisciplinary initiative around the creative and cultural industries. So it's about bringing creative tech and artists and content creators together in the city to develop some really exciting screen-based media. So the university's vision is to be a global civic university, and this vision is firmly rooted in the characteristics of our region. And as we've already heard today, our region is one of the UK's most dynamic, knowledge, technology-intensive and digital economies. So it's a really exciting place to be, and I can feel the buzz already, even during lockdown, about Bristol and the region. It's been a really exciting thing to join. And for us at the University of Bristol, we want to be at the forefront of innovation. And what that means for us is that we've got to bring academics together with startups, scale-ups, corporates, and investors like yourselves. And we've got to do that so that we can collaborate on research and innovation and tackle some of society's most important challenges. And boy, have we got some big challenges facing us, global challenges that we need to address. And it's great. We're going to hear later today about some of the fantastic work. At the University of Bristol, we're refreshing our research strategy at the moment, and we're looking to focus on 6 big interdisciplinary global challenges. And those are around social justice, resilience, and by resilience we mean social, economic resilience, and also the resilience of our physical infrastructure. We are, through our Cabot Institute, working on environment and climate change, both adaptation and mitigation. We have a theme around digital and data, which is underpinning so many exciting things today. I'm sure we're going to hear about that more. We're also looking at equitable and sustainable health. And I think there's some really interesting synergies between health, climate change, and digital and data, for example. So these themes really overlap and feed each other. We also have a theme around the creative and cultural sector as well, as I mentioned, driven through our My World initiative. And we know at the university that we can always do better. We know we do reasonably well, but we're not complacent and we want to do better. We want to be a better partner every year to work with and collaborate and innovate. And to do that, we know we've got to be open, we've got to be accessible, and we need to be responsive. And that's something we've got to work very hard on at the university to make sure we're really delivering and making good on that promise. And we've got to work in equal partnership as well with our collaborators, a wide range of organisations locally, nationally, and globally. And we want to try and share our civic approach with our partners from around the world and refine the methodologies and the ways of working collaboratively and in interdisciplinary ways. So SETsquared Bristol and Engine Shed, the enterprise hub where SETsquared is based, have provided many good examples of how the university already engages business and communities with academics. And these examples really inform us about how best to drive these partnerships forward in the region. And I've got some examples that I've been given here that I can just mention. So 13 of SETsquared Bristol's current 85 company members are spin-outs or startups that have come from the university. So we're very proud of that. And 2 of those companies will be pitching today. Having a world-leading tech incubator in the region is hugely important to attract and retain founders who are looking for expert business support to grow and make an impact. And that's what this is all about for us, is making an impact. We want to make positive social, economic, environmental impact through our activities. SETsquared Bristol has contributed to growing global companies out of Bristol who retain their headquarters in the city. And this is great because we want the city region to be a sticky region, if you like, where people come and then stay and set up their businesses and thrive. Exmos and Ultraleap were both University of Bristol spin-outs. Graphcore spun out of Exmos and is now valued at £1.3 billion. Quite breathtaking. And Ultraleap is predicted to be Bristol's next unicorn. So it will be interesting to see how they go. And that, if they do become the next unicorn, then they'll be joining Graphcore and OVO Energy. Many SETsquared members make use of the wealth of talent coming out of the university each year, and we're really proud and we really take it seriously that we want to provide this pipeline of talent for the city region and for investors and entrepreneurs. And we want to make sure that all the companies in the region benefit from the talent pool that comes out of the university every year. Engine Shed have launched initiatives that have evolved into the Southwest's Investment Activator Programme, bringing together public and private sector partners to raise the profile of the investment opportunities that exist with our innovative companies. Incredible progress has already been made, with Bristol now the third top city in the UK for investment and in the top 20 in Europe. So that's something we can all be really proud of, I think, and build on, and let's do better. Let's have better statistics next year and the year after that, and work hard on that. I'm sure everybody wants to do that. Engine Shed is also a founding partner of the Bristol Technology Festival, back for its third year this October. And that will showcase the sheer scale of technology in the region, and it will attract over 5,000 attendees. And in my role here at the university, I'm proud to be part of such a thriving innovation ecosystem in the city region, and excited about the huge potential we have to continue to work together on what comes next. If you're interested in working with the University of Bristol on research or innovation projects or talent recruitment, please do get in touch and reach out to the SETsquared Bristol team, and they'll be able to connect you with the right people in the university. So I'll now hand over to Monica. Thank you very much, everybody. And she will welcome last year's Tech-Xpo winner, Kets Quantum Security. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As you can see, lots of opportunities to engage with the university. So yes, last year, the Best Elevator Pitch Award went to Kets Quantum Security. And here we have CEO Chris Irvin to tell us all about what they've been up to since last year. Chris.
Thanks, Monica. Hi, folks. So my name is Chris Irvin. I'm CEO and one of the 4 co-founders of Kets Quantum Security. To briefly remind you from last year, Kets' mission is to protect what's now become our most valuable resource, information, from the threat of a quantum computer, AI, and machine learning, to name just a few. And at Kets, what we figured out how to do is to miniaturize quantum-safe encryption hardware into a size, a form factor, and crucially at a price point that now makes it commercially interesting and easily integrated into telecommunications systems, data centers, and defense and space applications. And we had the good fortune to win last year against a stellar cast. We were quite lucky. And I'm going to try and follow my own advice, because Rhiannon interviewed me, and what would I recommend this year's pitchers do? I'm going to try and leave you with 3 thoughts on our journey and our updates from the last year. Well, this time last year, we were talking about fundraising. And so just recently, we were excited to announce that we had closed a £3.1 million round. And we're bringing on some exciting partners in Speed Invest and Mustard Seed Maze, and we really enjoyed some cornerstone support from Quantination. And this is going to allow us to continue to evolve our products and solutions. It's going to allow us to scale up production for the field trials and the contracts that are now coming in. And it's going to allow us to continue to build the wonderful team that we've already got a good start at. So that's number 1. Number 2, I want to talk about some commercially exciting projects, 2 of them. The first is Paris QCI. So QCI is Quantum Communications Infrastructure. It's always acronyms, right? Basically, it's a quantum test bed that we're providing the quantum encryption equipment for in Paris. And it's going to be a 4-node backbone network that lets you start hanging quantum-safe applications off of. And that's in partnership with Orange, Thales, Cryptonext, Nokia, and a few others. And the second one we've affectionately called Basquana. It's a Quantum Technology Canada-UK grant. We were the winner of one of 8 of these first ones. And that basically recognized that here in the UK and there in Canada, we'd both develop some quantum-aware networking software. So let's combine forces, combine code bases. And then we're also helping them get going with a Canadian testbed. Testbeds are a big theme in quantum sort of safe encryption at the moment. And that's with partners, the University of Waterloo, Cryptophore, and a few others as well. And then third, we've been fortunate, even in lockdown, pivoting, and you find a way to still grow our team. And we've welcomed new members, Tom, Carrie, and Rob S. And we've been really fortunate to have some fabulous interns come through. And the three with us right now are Ed, Habiba, and Patrick. And I sort of want to finish with people on purpose, because we're deep tech companies, digital, deep tech, and it's really easy to fall in love with your technology and lose sight of what really sort of drives your company. And it is people. It's people that work their asses off overtime to deliver what we need, that pivot and rise to the occasion in incredibly tough, challenging circumstances in a normal startup, let alone pandemics. And it's people that create your fabulous culture and the place you want to come and work every day. So for us, we're hiring. We have an electronics engineer at the moment on the website, and with the new fundraise, there'll be more to come. So watch this space if you want to join our team. And to all the wonderful companies that are pitching here. Your tech is fab, your business models and ideas are superb, but just remember, it's people that are going to help ultimately build it and help you succeed together. So I'll leave you with that thought. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Chris. Exciting news. And now is the part we've all been waiting for, and the part where you're going to come on stage and pitch to our online audience. So I'd like to invite on stage Paul Forster, our committee manager, who'll be emceeing this session. And good luck to all of you.
Hi everybody, I'm Paul Forster. I'm the community manager at SETsquared Bristol. I'm very excited to be emceeing this pitch competition. For those of you watching at home, there are 11 pitches today. 2 of them at the end will be via video link. Listen for everybody's ask. Make sure you kind of figure out what they're wanting so that when you go and speak to them in their expo booths, you can start that proper conversation there. And I would also ask that when everybody's finished pitching, can you make sure that you clap? Because I know that we're out of practice with that. Yeah, it's real. I've also got some fun facts about each company before they come on. Some of them are funner than others. Some of them are stranger than others. So when you hear the fun fact, wherever you are, please start making your way to the stage. You don't have to laugh or clap at them, but it is encouraged. First up, we have AI Labs. And so when founder Kieran named AI Labs, he thought the name would make them their work very intuitive. And then cue the surprise and disappointment when they received a purchase order from a blue chip company referring to them as A1 Labs.
Hi, my name is Kiran Krishnamurthy, and I am the CEO of AI Labs, a technology scale-up company based in Bristol. Big data has grown by almost 5,000% in the past decade across all sectors, and this trend will only accelerate in the future. Industry recognizes that the ability to leverage tons of data with AI will make or break businesses going forward. Yet today, less than 1% of the existing workforce have the necessary AI skills. Our technology solves this problem. Our platform democratizes AI. It's like the iPhone of the AI world, making complex technology simple to use for everyone. We have 20 plus years of experience in the industry and are already generating 6-figure revenues by working with leading blue chip companies like Rolls-Royce, BAE Systems, and GKN Aerospace. If your business would like to benefit from AI without spending a fortune on data scientists, then contact me immediately so that you can start monetizing your data. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for clapping, and thank you, Kieran. So next up, we have Airway Medical. So Airway Medical's WhatsApp group is called AML Chicken Chat. They've said that there's a prize for guessing why that is. So maybe when you go to the expo booth, you can do that, or possibly if you're at home, you can sort of query that in the chat. So please welcome to the stage, Simon Hall.
Hello. Here we are. I'm Simon from Airway Medical. We believe preventable deaths are a problem worth solving. For 40 years or so, units like this one have been the only viable airway suction unit available. It's expensive, it's quite heavy, it's bulky and increasingly complex with hundreds of components and moving parts. It's not easy to use or to clean. It requires electricity and regular professional maintenance. Our patented product, Our patented product, the AMZU, addresses every one of these problems, providing a highly disruptive, effective replacement and unmet needs solution. It's 80% smaller and lighter with no moving parts. It's intuitive to use, and we manufacture it from sustainable plant-based biopolymers and coat it in graphene to make it intrinsically antiviral. Our fully costed business plan projects £76 million revenue to 2025 from a £1 billion plus per annum global market. We want to see the end of preventable deaths by providing this novel solution, but we need your help. We're looking for an initial raise of £0.95 million to get us to an MVP of 10,000 units and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Simon. Always ace to have a proper demo there. So next up we have Bridge, and founder Adrian, this is probably the strangest of all the fun facts, is terrified of hares, as in the sort of big creatures with the long ears. And apparently this is from watching Watership Down as a child, so sad, scary, but also here's Adrian.
Hi, I'm Adrian, founder of Bridge, an online project management tool for data teams. After 15 years in data, it's safe to say that I'm a numbers guy. So here are two big numbers for you. Last year, £24 billion was spent on data projects in the UK alone, and 80% of those failed. Why? Because those who create data don't always work effectively with those who use it. Experts say that data projects are in the same position now that software projects were 20 years ago, and that the same level of opportunity exists. That's our mission. Data projects done the right way. We have 50 organisations already using Bridge, and we haven't even fully released. In 3 years, we'll be a £30 million business with the team and the customers to become a £100 million business within 5. So, if you want to understand how you can benefit from the huge opportunity in data project management, then let's chat today.
Thanks, Adrian. That's great. So next up we have Cotton Technologies. So co-founders Raman and Dominic, they met by chance in the playground with their kids, which actually led to them working together on Cotton Technologies. And they now only live one street away, and their kids are in the same class. It's a very Bristol story, I like that.
App development platforms are making a huge impact, fueled by the COVID pandemic. The market is set to grow to over $65 billion by 2027. Cotton Technologies, a team of 8, solve the problem for enterprises that need to rapidly build multiple mobile apps. We shorten development times from months to days. Our patented FlowFrame platform is proprietary breakthrough technology. A unique product offering that shortens development times, making it 10 times faster and providing the best user experience. We have market traction and repeatable customer revenues. We have signed a global partnership agreement with Software AG, a $1 billion company. Our business model is to license our technology to channel partners and through online subscription. We are looking for investment of £1 million. If you would like to see a demo of a disruptive technology attacking a multi-billion-dollar market, please come and talk to us.
Thanks very much, Raman. Okay, next up we have Ferex. And so Ferex is the result of an ice cooler conversation about why probiotics don't work in inflammatory bowel disease, which is definitely not the kind of ice cooler conversations I tend to have. And so apparently they were sent a bit of a wild goose chase and people thought that it wouldn't happen, but now this is where they are. So please welcome Jenny to the stage.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Jenny from Ferex. We're a University of Bristol spin-out company. Gut inflammation is an excruciating condition, and it's a big problem. 6.8 million people worldwide suffer from inflammatory bowel disease, and the only treatments available to them carry significant negative side effects. Because of this, patients will often go out and buy unregulated probiotics. But no currently available probiotic is able to function during active inflammation. We have a probiotic that does. The FDA have designated our proprietary product generally regarded as safe, meaning we have immediate access to the food supplement market and a much shortened development pathway for a pharmaceutical product. We're already in six-figure revenue. Our first licensing deal is just around the corner. We're about to launch a probiotic that functions during active inflammation, and other deals are on the horizon. We're now looking for £270,000 to accelerate our growth into the pharmaceutical market. If you're excited about this opportunity, then come and talk to me, and we'll discuss how we can change the lives of millions. Thank you.
Thanks, Jenny. Okay, next up we have Groundwaves. So the founders of Groundwave, Nick and Chris, live in Bristol and London respectively, and they have different strategies for making their meetings. So Chris will go in an Uber, get the tube, get a train, make sure he meets the meeting. Apparently Nick will just stay up all night to make sure that he makes it there. Very different approaches, but it's good to have differences in a team. Welcome to the stage, Nick.
Hi. Did you know that 34 million people here in the UK attended a live music event in 2019, but millions missed out, especially last year? My name's Dr. Nick Inouye, and I'm the co-founder of Groundwaves, and our mission is to give you the live music experience. Groundwaves has developed haptic footwear that enables you, those millions and more, to capture the live music experience in a new and exciting way. Hearing the music in your ears, while you get all the feeling of vibration in your feet. We can impact a multi-billion-pound footwear market and grow our bootstrap business with our proven and proprietary technology, guided by 20 years combined experience in haptics and fashion. Remember, Groundwaves lets you feel the music, the movement, the moment, anytime, anywhere. We're raising seed funding to grow, so if you're interested in investing and being at the forefront of the next big thing since television, get in touch and feel the future of footwear with Groundwaves. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. That may be nostalgic for live music events. So might be buying a pair of those shoes. So next up we have got Ready Eye Devices. And so apparently their first ever successful pitch was done at the top of a glacier in New Zealand at 11:30 at night after a full day's hike. Obviously that was when we were allowed to pitch in person. This is slightly different, but please welcome to the stage Josh.
At Ready Eye Devices, we're changing how external medical devices are designed for perfect fit, faster. Prosthetics, respiratory masks and wheelchairs all apply pressure to vulnerable skin and need to fit across the diverse population. And yet this complexity leads to multiple refittings, causing pain and injury for the patient and time and cost for the providers. Yet the design processes used are manual, repetitive, and lack any data to support fitting. I'm Joshua Steer, I'm the founder of Ready Eye Devices, and we're solving this. We're providing the designers of these devices AI and simulation tools in order to achieve perfect fit faster. Having already demonstrated our technology in a six-figure enterprise project working with respiratory masks, our scalable opportunity is the SaaS platform for custom devices. Our main market is prosthetics, where it can take 9 visits in order to fit one of these devices for the 1 million new amputees every year. We're currently preparing for product launch and are keen to speak to anyone who could provide advice or potentially investment. So come to our booth and learn about how we're enabling patients to have a safe, comfortable, and life-enabling outcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Josh. So next up we have Stratify, and apparently the reason they work so well together is because they both have a real passion for sustainability. So much so that in the middle of winter 2020, co-founder Nikki ran 100 miles in 10 days dressed as a plastic water bottle to raise awareness about plastic pollution. I'm sure that's really interesting, so please welcome Nikki to the stage.
Thanks, Paul. Why should investment banks have the only access to the best tools and the same as high? Let's start again. Why should investment banks and high net worth clients have the only tools to build their wealth? Stratify is levelling the playing field and equipping retail investors to grow their wealth sustainably. Because although it's easy these days to buy and sell stocks, it's hard to know what to buy and when to sell. Stratify lets you build your own portfolio according to your risk profile, the industries you're interested in, and companies' environmental and social ratings. It lets you it sends you tailored buy and sell signals with our cutting-edge robo-advisory technology so that you can invest in companies that are aligned to your values and make an impact. Our team is made up of 2 founders and 4 business advisors, and we're raising 400K to turn into 25 million in revenue in 5 years' time. I'm Nikki, co-founder and growth lead, so get in touch to be a part of our success.
Thanks, Nikki. Really exciting opportunity there. So next up, we have Yellow Butterfly. And so founder Adrienne's Record and Learn product has many uses. She once actually used it to record her grandson crying and then played it back to him. He stopped crying immediately. So like, so many markets. Please welcome to stage Adrienne.
8.5 million adults are classed as functionally illiterate in the UK alone, and this is a global problem.
We are launching a new range of tools which can bridge the gap between the literate and pre-literate worlds. Hi, my name is Adrienne Lane, and I am CEO for Yellow Butterfly Communications. We have sold our award-winning voice letter to HMP Horfield to support the prisoner who have literacy as a barrier. We have also engaged with the NHS, Age UK, and Within Education. It is my ambition to provide a solution for millions of people worldwide. If you're passionate about this as I am, and know someone who can use our voice letter, please come and see how it works for yourself. Thank you.
Thanks, Adrienne. Okay, so next up we've got 2 video pitches. So the first one is from DataCubed. So the founder of DataCubed, Hells, used to work for the Met Office, and that was with offshore meteorological buoys at the Atlantic continental shelf. She's very proud that being out at sea with lots of blokes, being the only woman, she never got seasick once. So
every business has exactly the same problem. Every business has exactly the same problem because every business uses the same tools like Google Analytics, MailChimp, LinkedIn, Xero, and the rest. Therefore, every business has disconnected islands of data. I'm Helen Tanner from DataCubed, the award-winning data lab, and we're just about to launch My DataCubed, the all-in-one business dashboard that gives businesses actionable insight to improve their bottom line. My DataCubed is a super simple data and AI tool designed for SMEs. Non-data experts can plug in their data sources and see ready-made dashboards within minutes, and they can benchmark their business versus others for the very first time. With a SaaS business model and a monthly subscription, we're targeting 40 million SMEs globally, starting with the 50 businesses already on our waiting list for our launch in July. We're seeking 500k investment for a £100 million exit in 5 years. If you know businesses are in data hell, talk to me, because I'm Data Hells.
thanks, Hells. That was great. And sorry you can't be here today. So next up we have Kadem. And so when Kadem co-founder... Oh. Try that again. When Kadem co-founder Konstantina was last in the UK, she met with her co-founder Roman here at the engine shed, and that was March 2020. She left a couple of weeks later because of COVID and only packed for 2 weeks.
Digital everywhere nowadays, especially video games use millions of them to populate all their scenes with objects. Not only video games though, if you drive a car, you might not realize, but it started life as a 3D object on someone's computer too. However, there is a big problem. Digital 3D assets are incredibly expensive to create, and current methods cannot keep up with demand. It currently takes anywhere from hours to weeks to create 3D objects. At KDIM, we have managed to do it in seconds with our AI algorithm. I am Konstantina, co-founder of KDIM, and I believe in a future where everyone has the power to create great 3D content. We are a team of 6, and we've already raised £200,000 of angel investment and grants. Come and talk to us to see how our product can help your team be more creative and add value to your business, or if you're interested in investing in our seed round. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Excellent pitches. And now it's time to vote. This is the exciting bit. Right, so for our audience, online audience, on the right-hand side, you can see there's a Slido tab. Please click on that and you see the selection of the companies that pitched tonight. Select your favorite and then scroll to the bottom and click submit. No, it's actually send. Send button, a green send button. Make sure your vote is recorded. You can try to vote multiple times, but only the last vote will be recorded. For any of you that are struggling to access the Slido tab, in the chat, there's also a link to the Slido website. So it's www.slide.do. Enter the code Expo21 to enter your vote. And also for the audience here that is here in person, if you got your mobile phone with you, please take it out. The link is on a screen. Go into their website, select your favorite pitch, and click submit. We have a couple of minutes of that to submit the votes, so don't worry. And the winner will be announced by Nathan Guest from VWV after a couple more sponsor speeches. So now, while we're waiting for the votes to come in, I'd like to introduce Ed Corrigan, partner at Corrigan Accountants. Please, Ed.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ed Corrigan, founder of Corrigan Accountants. We're absolutely delighted to sponsor Tech-Xpo again this evening. You might know us from providing the FD in residence sessions here at SETsquared, and we've been doing them virtually for the last 15 months or so. And like Nathan, I'm sort of incredibly impressed how resilient businesses have been throughout the pandemic. And, you know, one of the reasons for that is that we have, you know, adopted the technology and the technology solutions that have been developed over the last few years. So this is a sort of a great opportunity to you sort of innovators and entrepreneurs out there. This is a great opportunity to celebrate and showcase the work that you do. In our booth, in our sort of sponsors booth, we've got a short film about the work we do with early stage tech businesses. So if you've got a minute, do drop in and have a look at that. And really, I just wanted to say thanks very much to the team here at SETsquared. It's sort of, you know, fantastic facility here, and it's sort of a great occasion. Hopefully we can do it in person maybe next year, but yeah, for all of those on sort of a line and online and here in SETsquared, it's you know, it's great to see everyone, and thanks very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Ed, and we're delighted to have Corrigan Accountants supporting this event and in resident service as well. Thank you so much. And this is the last chance to cast your vote, so just double checking if everyone managed to do that. And while we're waiting for the final votes to come through, I'd like to invite our second support sponsor, Kim Brook from QTech. Please.
Thanks to Monica, and well done to everyone who pitched today. You are absolutely brilliant. My name's Kimberly Brooke. I am the Programme Manager of the Quantum Technology Enterprise Centre, which is also called QTech, and it's based at the University of Bristol. So QTech is a pre-incubator. We work with researchers from usually STEM subjects to develop the new quantum and deep technology businesses. And a lot of them actually come into the incubator, such as SETsquared. So it's really great to be here today. I completely understand how important these type of events are for actually helping support innovative companies like the ones shown today, get in contact with the investors. So please do make use of the expo booths later on and also the networking session. In terms of QTech itself, so we've supported a third of the funded quantum technology businesses within the UK who've raised over £56 million and created over 170 jobs within the UK, which is brilliant. And we're really pleased to announce that we'll be actually kickstarting our brand new 6-month programme in autumn this year. So if you're interested and you want to start your own business and you want to find out more information, then come and join me in my booth in the exhibition section. So nice to meet you all, and thanks so much.
Exciting plans there. Thank you very much, Kim. Okay, and now the voting closes. So, just checking with the team whether we got the envelope ready. I think we do. So I'd like to invite Nathan Guest on stage to present, well, to show you our amazing trophy, which was actually created by one of our members, Actuation Lab, and to present the winner. Nathan, please.
Thank you, Monica. Well done, everyone. As ever, some excellent pitches. And it gives me tremendous pleasure for one reason and one reason alone to say that, or to present this award, and that is because Adrian at 6'6" did not win, but Jenny at 4'0" did. So well done to Jenny at Ferrix. There you go. Thank you. Well done, Jenny.
Congratulations, Jenny. Excellent results for Ferrix. And thank you, everyone, for voting in the awards. We now have a 10-minute break before we continue with the second part of the event, where you'll be able to visit the exhibition booths and also network with the companies. So this 10 minutes is essential for us, the audience here in person, to actually go back to our workstations and set up and join Hopin. So our online audience, just take a break, grab a drink and relax, and we see you in exhibition booths. We have about 40 minutes. Please make sure you visit all of the companies that are pitching today, visit the sponsors, and also drop in and say hello to our team. And just watch out for the chat announcements. When the exhibition booth section is finished, we'll notify you when the networking is open, and we can then move to another section, networking tab, to get to know all of the attendees that are here. But I will finish off with the formal part of the event, because as we know, it's very difficult to bring the online audience back to the same place. And I would just like to once again thank all of our sponsors for supporting tonight's event. Thank you to VWV, Corrigan Accountants, and QTech. I would like to thank all of the companies pitching today. I would like to thank my colleagues at SETsquared Bristol, who put a tremendous amount of work to put this event together. And thank you to our audience for joining tonight. Thank you, and see you in networking.